All right, so before we begin, we're going to take a real time question on what we're discussing yesterday about how situations where the interests are compounded. So this very question is reads, a woman deposited 2,800 in a bank at 20% per annum compound interest. If interest is added half yearly, find the compound interest. What's the time in Ghana? And madam, what time should I end the lecture? Please let me know.
It's 11:06 and you end at 12:30.
Okay, okay, all right. So that's gonna be 8:30 here. Okay. Find the interest. Find the interest. The compound interest on her deposit
Let me see.
for 2 years.
If I take the phone,
Okay. So a woman deposited 2008 in a bank at 20% per annum compound interest. If the interest is added half yearly, find the compound interest on her deposit for 2 years. So over here, they said the rate is compound is 20% per year compound interest. You are also told if the interest is added half yearly. So these two things will alter the solution. Okay, so solution. So to begin, I said state the formula. So we all know that interest to bracket I is equal to, yesterday, the elective math lecture we had, I recorded it, but I'm yet to be notified by Zoom that it's uploaded. So in case you're wondering why I haven't said uploaded, I don't know what's going on. I will still wait. If I don't receive it, I'll contact Zoom. Okay. Yeah, I'll reach out to Zoom. Okay. Please hold on, guys. I'm getting a message. I don't know what it is. Hmm. Are you having a problem seeing what I'm doing?
Yes, sir.
Oh, is it the writings being too small? What exactly?
They are too good.
it,
Uh, they are
no, it's
okay.
it's not about the boldness, it's deep, so it's not
Okay.
really clear.
Hmm. So I have to use a light pencil. Oh, oh, okay. I don't know if this one will be better. So I should write the question all over again.
Oh, sir.
Okay. You as I progress, I'm trying to alter the the deepness of the pencil. So let me know if it's still persistent. Okay. But I dictated, so you should be able to write. I said a woman deposited 2008 in a bank at 20% per annum compound interest. If the interest is added half yearly, find the compound interest on her deposit for 2 years. Okay, so just check the the subsequent solution. If it's still the same, then we can know what to do. Yeah, so I told you that the interest, to calculate for the interest is rate. To calculate for the interest, you have to go to the formula. So it's rate times. This should be better because it's a bit light now. Amount A into bracket A is equal to the interest you have gotten plus immediate principal. Right? So now, because of the use of half yearly, I told you show the rate, okay, before you can proceed to solve. So it's 20% per annum. That's what the question says. 20% per year. So if they are saying half yearly, we'll divide by 2, which would give 10%. So at least whoever is marking, if you see 10% in any of the solution, you know where it's gotten from, right? Now she's saving for 2 years. So so for year one, you're gonna consider stuffs like first half, right? Of first 6 months. Yeah. She said you are told the interest is compounded half yearly. Half yearly meaning every 6 months. And we have 6 months to get a year. So first 6 months, but I would prefer to use the word first half. Okay? If you're wondering, we mean first 6 months. So interest I will be equal to, because I've already written I at the introductory phase, I will represent what interest. So interest I will be equal to, will be equal to rate. The rate we're using is what, 10 over 100. The principal, what's a principal? What's a principal? Yeah, 2008. Yeah, so 2,800. So yeah, so the zeros here cancels out the zero at the top, right? No, yeah, 2008. So definitely the zeros will cancel. So I think the interest is 280 cedis if you're doing it right. Right? So you have 10 times. Well, you can forget about everything I said. Just put on your calculator 10 over 100 times 2008. Okay. Now amount to be 2,800 plus. It's correct, okay, but I just want to start with the interest first. So it'll be 280. Please, can you see now? Because the writings are a bit light. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you say no or yes?
Yes.
Okay. So 280, 280 plus 2,800. What is that? 3080. That's what I'm getting here. If I'm wrong, let me know.
That's correct.
Okay. So now let's go to second 6 months or second what? Half. That's not even proper. You can just say the next 6 months, right? So second half, which is next 6 months. You don't have to write the two together. I'm doing this so that any of you that's wondering, any of you that is wondering what is that, at least it will guide you. So interest will be equal to rate is 10/100 times the principal is now 3080. So the interest will be equal to 10/100 of 3080. So it's 308. So amount to be equal to 308 plus 3080. You come in, okay. I'm writing something down so I don't forget. So amount to be equal to 308 plus 3080. 33. Yeah. 3388. Is that what you're getting?
Yes.
So this ends a full year. 6 plus 6 is for 1 year. So let's move on. So now the person was saving with the bank for 2 years. So for year two, that one too, you have first 6 months, right? Trust me, you do not have to go by my way of introduction. Okay, first half. You can choose not to do for year one, for year two. Yours is to be doing first half, second half, third half, fourth half. I hope it's not confusing. Whatever suits you. Yeah, for year two. You can choose to ignore the first titles for year one, for year two, and just that. A year is 2 halves. So 2 years will be 4 halves. So first half, second half, third half, fourth half, anyhow you want to put it. So first half, that's so first that's first 6 months. So interest will be equal to 10 over, we are using 10, right? Over 100 times the principal is the money has built to 3388. The interest becomes oh the interest becomes 10 over 100 times 3388. Today you all should have a calculator. If you don't have one, sit by whoever is having one, because I'll be teaching the use. What are we getting? 3 3 3 8.8, right?
Yeah, that's okay.
Is the interest okay? Is the interest right?
That's it.
All right.
Yes,
Add it to the principal and you get 37.6.8. Is this also correct? Have you confirmed that with your calculators also?
yes, that's it.
So let's move on. So now the last step, which is second half. Which is next 6 months. Grace, how has lesson, no, not Grace, Beatrice, how has the math lesson been so far? Boahima,
That is good.
you understand them?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So interest will be 10 over 100 times 3726.8. Yeah. Interest will be equal to
372.68.
okay. Okay, I'm coming. I want to confirm myself too. Yeah. You said what? 372.68.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah, okay, problem. These people.
All right. Let me move on. So amount will be equal to 372.68 plus 3726.8. Amount will be equal to
4099.48.
4099.48. Okay. Now we have to go back to the question what it wants us to find. So it wants us to find the compound interest on her deposit for 2 years. So it's only interested in finding the compound interest. And in order to find the compound interest, compound means the whole gross interest. So meaning it's all about adding the interest for year 1 to the interest of what? No, interest for first half to the interest of second half to the interest of third half to the interest of what? Fourth half, right? Or simply put, compound interest. Simply put, you take the whole amount, like how much he has now and subtract it from how much he brought to the bank, which is the principal. So it will be observed that now, after being with the bank for 2 years, this person has earned 4099.48. So you subtract the money she brought to the bank, which was, I seem to have forgotten. Oh, yeah, 2008. You brought 2008, you are getting 4,099. That means you've earned, if I'm not mistaken, she has earned 2099.49. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I think I'm wrong.
129,
Okay.
1,299.48.
1299.48. Yeah, that's the final answer. Okay. Can I move on?
Sir.
Hannah, do you understand? Hannah. Okay. Grace,
Yes, sir.
Cassandra,
Yes. Yes, sir.
Claudia,
Yes,
Beatrice, I've already spoken to you. Prince, Prince,
Yes, sir.
Prince, are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Natasha,
Sir, please, Natasha is going to school.
mm,
Oh, she has not done one.
but I have a name on my list.
Maybe she has joined on.
Okay, no, I only have Ajwa joining online because she had to go to the hospital. Okay, Anthony,
Yes, sir.
Frank,
Yes, sir.
okay, Bediako, I'm sure you are the one giving me some response on the values, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it signifies you understand. So this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna learn how to. We are moving to a new stage now. How to. So this is a topic. Calculating compound. Or we should be using the red ink for our titles going forward. Calculating compound interest. Using formula. So we're gonna learn how to calculate for compound interest using formula. Is anybody writing? Or I guess I can flip. If you disagree with me, you can just let me know. So we learn how to calculate for compound interest using formula. So here is the thing. If I give you any question and I want you to find a compound interest, you can choose to use this step-by-step procedure, or you can choose to use a formula. Okay. Yeah, you can choose any of these two. Now, if the question is specific that calculate the compound interest using formula, then that means that you have to use formula. It's compulsory. So all the time, pay attention to the question, okay? Yeah, if it's forcing you to use formula, use formula. But if it's just saying calculate for compound interest, then you can just solve using whichever you are comfortable with. Let's start. So the formula will help you to calculate for A, and you already know A. So amount into bracket A is equal to P principal into bracket P into bracket. So you have P in bracket 1 plus rate over 100 or exponent n, or n represent or stand for period. So this is a formula. Are you writing? Can you see? Are you guys writing? Hello? What's going on there? Can I know? What is going on there? Can I know?
The next one is
Oh,
Unstable.
sorry. Madam, please fix that. For this, I don't like that. Please fix it. I'll be waiting for you. If it's data issue, please buy enough for them.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Yes, please.
Is it okay? Should I go on?
It's okay, fine.
All right. So, guys, where were we when your network was misbehaving? Which one do you want repetition? Hmm? Which one do you want repetition?
When N stands for
Period, yeah. So I'm saying there's a formula to calculate for compound interest. Okay. Yeah, there's a formula to calculate for compound interest. Sorry. So A amount is equal to principal into bracket 1 plus root over 100 or exponent n, and n stand for period. So let's go back to the questions we have already solved. We're going to use that to solve. We're going to use that to do this. Remember, this formula will only help you to calculate for amounts, right? And you know, all the time when you solve and you land with an amount like this, when you solve and you get to this point amount, what do? Yeah, you just, if you want to know the compound interest, this is giving you, the formula is giving you the amount at the end of the whole period. If it's 2 years, it will give you the amount for 2 years. Okay. Yeah, so like this. And what do? All the time when you have the final amount for the entire period, you just subtract the principal from it, right? So it's not really a big deal. Okay, so let's go back to questions we've already solved. And then let's use that for practice. So if you remember, so question one. If you remember, when we started this lecture, I gave you a question. I said, Bediako. I didn't write it in a sentence format as I progress, I told you Bediako invested 5,000 cedis. Yeah. Yeah, 5,000 Ghana cedis in a bank at a rate of, with a rate I've forgotten. Can someone help me out? Was it 12%? I'll be glad if someone goes back to the note to see the very first example I gave you, the rate we're using. 12.
4%.
So I'm correct.
Then it's 10%.
Okay. So at a rate of 10%, yeah, so 10% per annum compound interest. Compound interest. Find his amount and compound, compound interest at the end of. So that question too, I told you if he decides to save with the bank for, was it 2 years?
Perfect.
2.
Yes, 2
Okay.
years.
Okay, so at the end of 2 years. The reason why I'm interested in reusing the same question is now I want you to compare the answers if they are the same. So you see, this question says, Bediako invested 5,000 cedis in a bank at a rate of 10% per annum compound interest. Find its amount and compound interest at the end of 2 years. Okay. Yeah, so solution. You see, this question says find its amount and compound interest. It didn't say using formula. So this question is general. So we can choose to solve it anyhow we want it. Okay. So now we're gonna learn how to solve using formula. So the formula says amount is equal to, I always like to do this, principal, then I put P in bracket, okay? So that if you see me using these symbols anywhere, I do not have to explain to you, okay? Rate into bracket R over, remember, is the rate we are dividing by 100 because all the time the rate is in what? Percent. And to solve anything in percent, you divide by what? 100. That's why in the formula, I've divided by 100 over there. So all exponents n, okay? Yeah. So there's the first step. So all exponents n, where n, right, stand for period. So now we go. A amount is equal to, the principal in the question is 5,000, right? Yeah. Into bracket 1 plus rate is in the question as well, 10%. Please, it's because of the units percent. That's why in the formula we've divided by 100. So don't come and write 10% and divide by 100. It makes no sense because if you do this, any mathematician will know to solve this, then I have to divide the 10 by 100, and already there's 100 is divided by 100. You get a point, because any percent means out of 100. So don't come and write the rate with percent anymore, because the formula is designed in a way that it deals with the percent for you. So all over N is a period, and the period is the number of years she intends to save with the bank. So he. So Bediako want to save with the bank for 2 years, so the top will be 2. Now look, let's do this reasoning. You know, when you are using the general step, the step is long, right? So if you are using formula and then you, at this point, you just put it on the calculator and write the final results, it will go against you. You lose marks for steps. Because there should be steps, okay, to get some marks. So here, now, those of you joined elective math class yesterday, I was telling you that whenever you have a whole number, adding and subtracting a fraction, or guys, listen to my words while, okay? When you have a whole number, this is a whole number, 1 is a whole number. Adding or subtracting a fraction. Adding or subtracting a fraction. You find the LCM. In the same vein, when you have two fractions adding and subtracting each other to solve, you still have to find the LCM. So here, 1 is actually over 1, right? So the LCM would be 100, right? Yeah, to solve a fraction, yeah, you divide by 100. You divide by the LCM. Now, 1 into 100 will be 100 times. So 100 will multiply the numerator. So that'll be 100 times what? 1, which is what? 100, right? Plus, got a message? Plus 100 into 100 is 1 times. 1 times 10 is what? 10, right? Do not forget, it has an exponent of 2. Anthony, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Right. I heard that you wanted to change some subjects. Now it's late, but we are waiting for another opening. I can't go into details, but when it's done and it's something I can edit, I'll let you know. If I edit, I'll let you know. If I don't get back to you, it means nothing could have been done. All right, so here will be 100. Right? Now you just add the top. That'll be 110. All right, not forgetting that it has a power. Yeah. So amount to be equal to 5,000 in bracket. Now, oh, right, in bracket. Now, in algebra, when you have values in a bracket, and all these bears an exponent, the exponents affect each single thing in the bracket. So it's 110 what squared over 100 squared. The square will affect the top and the down, okay? 110 squared is what, please? 110 squared is what? 1, 2,
100.
100, all over. 100 squared is what?
1,000.
Nope.
10,000.
Yeah. All right. I'm exposing you to a lot of concepts and algebra, even though we didn't get a chance to do that. We'll do it. It's good, you know. Now, another thing in algebra, when you have a whole number, multiplying a fraction, the whole number only multiplies the top of the fraction, which is the numerator. That's the rule of algebra. You know, in school, because we lack that foundation, sometimes you may wonder, hey, would this multiply the top and the down or just the top? Again, in algebra, when you have a whole number multiplying a fraction, it only multiplies the top. Okay, so you're gonna have 5,000 multiplying just the top. Now, before you continue, if you feel like something can cancel, you can cancel. All right, you can cancel because I can see some zeros will cancel, right? The zeros here will cancel the zeros here, right? So you have like 5 times 12,100 over 10, isn't it? So you can do that. But remember that 5 will only multiply the top. Let's go. So 5 times, remember the top is what? 12,100, right? If you're not cool with the cancellation, you can just multiply everything. 5,000 times 12,100, right? Then you divide by 10,000, right? If you're not comfortable with the cancellation, okay? No one is forcing you. So what are we getting? 5 times 12,100. So it's what? 6,500, right? All over. There was some cancellation, so you are left with what? 10. And then even with this, you know, the zero will cancel the zero. I don't like you to be deducting your work with the cancellation, so avoid it when you can. So, well, we having 6,050 as an answer. Refer back to your notes. Is that not the same answer we had for that very question? That lecture was recorded. That's what we had, right?
Yeah.
It's not coming out well. Your response is not coming out well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But the question is saying we should find the amount in compound interest though. It said find the amount in compound interest at the end of 2 years. So the compound interest, and you know that, oh, to find compound interest, it's equal to what? The amount. You have to state the formula first. Amount minus principal. So amount will be 6050, right? Minus the money this guy took to the bank in itself was
5,000.
5,000. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let me do it well. So you're having 10, 15. Yep. So this is a compound interest. Yeah, that's exactly what we had also, isn't it? So this is the beauty of the formula, but you are not a pro yet. We have to do away in the varying type of question you can be glad yet. So this is the beauty of the formula. The only thing I would like to say is when you do the substitution of values in a formula, don't be quick to just put it on a calculator to solve. Okay. Find the LCM. I told you the rules about square, values in bracket and square. Yeah, then you go. But let's take our calculators, okay? One interesting fact about this is knowing the formula, substituting the value, you can put it in the calculator and know the final result you are to get. Okay, so that while you are solving using steps, you know that, oh, my final answer should be this, 60-50. The calculator will let you know. You know, my final answer should be this, and you work towards that. So let's take the calculator. Now, when you take the calculator, start with the over sign. You see on the calculator, you see this symbol, right? It's just under calculate. It's over sign. So press it. Yeah, start with oh no, clean that. It says principal first. So look, let me highlight which area we punch in. So this one, let me use the red ink. This step is what I'm talking about. This very one. So start with 5,000. So punch 5,000. Open a bracket. You know where you can find a bracket, right? It's on this key written HYP, right? It's just below that key. You see bracket. So open bracket. Then now introduce the over sign I'm talking about. It's just right under the key called CALC. Right under, you see the over sign. I'm even doing it on your screen for you. Right? So introduce that. Oh, it looks like I'm moving faster than the formula. Please delete it. Okay. I mean, delete the over sign. You have to write 1 first. So 1 plus, then before you can open you can introduce the over sign. So 10 over what? 10. Now you shift below. You move the cursor, use this cursor. That four keys like arrows. Those of you like playing game using a PS controller, you can see that up and down feature, yeah. So move down, then yeah, over 100, right? So 10 over 100. Then you shift the cursor again. Let me mount my lesson so that you can see. Yeah, so you shift the cursor again. All right. Then yeah, you close the bracket. Yeah. Then it has an exponent. So you see one of the keys is X with a power. Yeah. So you press that. It gives an exponent. So then I believe all this I'm doing, people are following. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So power 2. So that one you write 2 there. If you do it right, you press the call sign. It will give you what you are to expect, 60-50. Then you work towards that. Please, are you all getting it? If you didn't get that, let us help you, please. If you didn't get that, let us help you. Okay. The silence means you cope. Let's move on. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an opportunity to test with another question. So let's see. What other question do we have that is solved? You can dictate for me to write, please. After this, there was another question which says someone deposited 800 Ghana cedis in a bank. I don't know if that is it. I don't want that question that involves it was compounded half yearly. I believe that question wasn't like that, right?
Oh.
Okay, so we'll come to those kind of questions soon. Okay, so dictate that question to me and let me write. Eman, deposited 800 Ghana cedis. Is that a question?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
A man deposited 800 Ghana cedis in a bank at 12%.
Please hold on. Deposited 800 Ghana cedis at the bank. At the bank.
12% compound interest.
Okay. Compound interest.
Per annum.
Please hold on for a second. per annum. Mhm.
Find his amount at the end of the third year and the compound interest.
Okay, finest amount at the end
Of the
of,
third year.
okay, of the third year. Please hold on. Hmm. And the compound interest. Yeah, so this question wants you to find out amount. All the time, know what you've been asked to do. I want you to find the amount at the end of the third year, the compound interest. So use the formula, okay? And let me know what you're getting. Your answer must be the same as what we solved together the other time. The calculator is also there to help you. Once you've factored everything in the formula, the calculator is there to help you to know the final result. Then you work towards that. Please start. When you're done, let me know, please. I'm giving you 3 to 4 minutes. Don't waste my time. Madam, I believe they are doing something. They've started writing, documenting something. Is Madam in the room?
Yes.
Okay.
But this one. The amount is 1,120.
Is someone calling me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm listening.
Sir, please, I had 1003.52.
Okay, hold on. Um, but I have to be specific. The question is saying find the amount, find the compound interest. So, what answer are you getting and what is it?
Sir, please, I didn't do for the compound interest. I'm not doing it.
Okay, so what are you saying?
So the amount is 1003.52.
Really?
Yes, sir.
It's incorrect. Please check it again for me. Let's. Uh-huh.
Please, can you scroll down?
Okay. The person is investing for. Are you okay here?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
The person
Yes,
asking me
sir.
to scroll. Is it okay here?
Yes, sir, thank you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Bediako, the person is investing 8,000. The rate is 12%. Yeah. The period is 3 years. Check it again. If you know these parameters, you'll be able to do substitution in your formula. So when you substitute the formula, you can use a calculator to tell you the final result.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
please, I'm getting 100352
And
for
that's
the
what
amount.
I'm getting here. That's not what I'm getting here. I wish someone else also tell me what he or she is getting and let's. Oh, but even with this, we solved it, right? It's in your book. You can go and check. The person that dictated, can you check for us? Because I'm saying he's incorrect. Yeah. I've not solved it, but I'm using the calculator and I'm getting something different here. Mhm. Oh, just feel free. Mhm.
Yeah, she's also getting the same answer.
Ah, okay, let's go. What's your formula? A is equal to P into bracket. P is what? 800 into bracket. 1 plus R over 100. R is what? 12. What is the rate? 12, right? Over 100.
Yeah.
Or exponent 3. It will give you 1123.94.
Sir, yes. Please, I made a mistake. With the
Uh-huh.
sir, please, the sir, please,
Rate
the
is
period.
12. Yeah.
Is it? This is A equals 5,000. Is it?
Yes.
Accents. Yes, we are supposed to kill this.
Which one? This thing.
Sir, please, the answer is for the amount. The answer is 1123.9424.
Yep.
I think it's one, two, one.
And sir, please, the compound interest is 323.9424.
Let me check. Yep. Now, your answers don't really matter to me much more than your steps. So I'll be glad if you send me a photo of your steps.
Okay, sir.
Because if the step is inaccurate, it doesn't encourage the one marking to the end. Okay. Please, you are taking all the time. If you are
Sir,
fast
please.
with this, I can tell you another thing about the formula. Hey, I'm waiting for you guys.
Sir. Sir,
Yes, sir.
please, when you use after solving it, you don't get the decimal, but when you use the calculator, you get the decimal. It's the same when you get
Which one?
somewhere.
Which one?
The one you said we should do. Say what the amount.
Oh, it will definitely give you. It will definitely give you a fraction. That fraction, yeah. At the concluding part will be a fraction. Then you convert to decimal.
Okay, sir.
Check your work version.
Here's the question. I'm reading. Yeah.
Yeah, you texted me. Let me check.
I'm cutting it now.
Please, I'll check your previous assignment. No, look, Bediako, I can see you are getting a decimal, but oh wait, what's going on? Bediako, no. Are you here?
That's it.
No. Look, this step, A is equal to 800 into bracket 2 over 100 or exponent 3. Have you seen that step?
Yeah, please, 800.
Into bracket 2. That place you were trying to cancel zeros. Have you seen that area?
That's it.
Look, you have to deal with what is in the brackets first. It's cube. Deal with that first. Before you can cancel. You can't cancel like that. From that step, you have to come to the next line. A will be equal to 800 into bracket. You have to find out. I said the cube will affect the 112, it will affect the 100. So do 112 cube and write the answer there. All over 100 cube, write the answer there. Before, if any zeros, I can cancel, you cancel across. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
So do the right thing. Yeah.
My pen now.
See if I can find it.
Yeah, I saw Prince also texting me. Let's see.
It's okay. You can get there, right?
Grace, your work is not complete. You are there, but not complete.
I'm taking
Oh,
pictures.
you or while you are solving, listen to me. I know network data can be very costly in Ghana, right? So if you haven't studies and for some reasons, some networks too are very bad. So if you haven't studies and your network connection is bad or you do not have data, you can let your friend use his or her phone to send me a photo, but write your name on top. Or you can speak to Madam privately and she can hotspot you. Okay, don't abuse it because if you abuse it, that's the same connection we are using for the studies, right? If you abuse it, it would affect the classes. If I'm talking about don't abuse it, back then the school's Wi-Fi, that is when the guys will come and be downloading football to watch. You see, so don't abuse it when you are given an opportunity. Yeah, Grace. So Grace got the idea. Well presented. You have a very good presentation skill. Yeah, everything is great. I saw Prince also texting. Let's see what he has. All right. Yeah, it's okay, Prince. Prince, compound interest cost amount is the amount plus principal. If it's plus, then why didn't you do 1123.942 plus 800? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Minus.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm waiting. From okay, I'm not sure he sent a solution.
Your mom is saying.
Please hurry. I wanted to teach you another thing about the formula, but you have used all the period, so
If you read your question.
I actually you've written it.
Well, thank you. You guys, you know, I the main reason why she's like
are the others okay?
Yes, sir.
Patience, take your work. I'm reviewing your work. The LCM, make sure that line over there. Let me show that to you. Make sure this line, this line. Oh, I'm sorry. This line should extend. You have done it. Watch. It's like you broke the lines into two. Should extend. And you are doing something similar to what Prince did. With Prince, I'm even here to comment about that. This area, why don't you guys like closing your gate, the bracket? Yeah, I've shown it to you. If Prince is sitting by you, show that to him. He did a similar thing. Close the bracket. And your unit count in the marking scheme is self omission of unit -1. Okay, what is 1123.942? Is it Canadian dollars or Naira? There is no unit in the scheme if you omit a unit -1. So imagine if you are being awarded one for answer. You have the answer right, but because you've omitted unit, they are subtracting one. What happens? You've worked for nothing. Right. So everything is great, but yeah, as discussed. Okay, everything is great, but yeah, the unit. What are the others? Okay, since you guys have decided to use the entire period for just one week, you are too slow sometimes. Now let me check my timetable the names registered to see those seekers. Where are they? Yeah, seekers. No, on the staff page. Anthony, I'm yet to hear from you. Claudia. Okay, you were fast. Some of you, cancellation is your friend. To cancel is your friend. No, I disagree with you, Claudia. I'll highlight it to you. This area, you forgot to bring the cube. I'm showing it to you. Now, 112 cube wouldn't give you a decimal, trust me. 112 cube, if you include a cube, okay, 112 cube will not give you a decimal, same as 100 cube will not give you a decimal. So I'm wondering how you were able to magically land at correct final answer. You have to tell us that. And your amount doesn't even have a unit. Correct it. All the corrections, you guys should do it and send it to me. No unit. Yeah, I don't entertain mistakes. In exam, that's the point. In exam, if you any slight mistake you do will give you F9. And you come back and resit for your exam. You see? So don't allow mistake to dominate your thinking. Okay, Prince. It's okay to omit the unit, but your final answer, the unit should be there. Prince. Oh no, that's not Prince, it's Beatrice. Sorry. What's Beatrice saying? But it's a half solution, Beatrice. What you see is the half solution. What you said, okay. Oh, all right. I've seen it, sorry. Oh, yeah, right. Beatrice, the solution is right. Okay, so this brings us to the end of today's lecture. You use all the time, but don't go yet. This brings us to the end of today's lecture. On our next meeting, I'm going to discuss how to use this formula to solve questions where you will be told that at a point in the conversion period, like the person came to withdraw some amount of money or the person came to add some amount of money. Yeah. In our next lecture, I'll discuss with you how you can use this formula to navigate questions like that. Not only that, I will show you how to use this formula to calculate questions where you are told the interest is compounded half yearly, quarterly, or manually. Or monthly. And that will be it. So that will be the end of compound interest. Oops. Then we'll now start looking at depreciation. I don't know if I will do financial partnership first or depreciation, but we are now gradually moving towards that area. Okay. All right. So I'm ending the lecture. I'm ending the recording. Subscribe to the channel and like the video as well. You can possibly share so we get a lot of reach. Now, you students, don't go. I have an announcement. Let me end the recording.